Here are the top 10 heroes for new players to pick up in Overwatch. Number 10, Lucio.
Whew, come on, let's bring it together.
Lucio is a great support hero. He may be a little more difficult to pick up than some of the others on this list, but his passive speed buff or healing ability, Crossfade, will help you learn positioning and synchronization on your team. His sound barrier is a very valuable team fight tool for capturing points, and only requires some timing and situation awareness to use effectively. Expect some difficulty mastering his wall riding. If you want to be more of a shot caller, Lucio is typically the hero that the pros play when shot calling because of his favorite position in the backline. Number 9, McCree.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
McCree is a great damage dealer to pick up. Not only is his positioning near the backline pretty easy to get the hang of, but his weapon accuracy is a great intro to the more difficult sniper characters. His combat role not only helps him out of situations and reloads his weapon, but, used in combination with his flashbang and fan the hammer, can make for an easy shutdown of out-of-position enemies. His ultimate is a little hard to get used to, but with some great team synergy, it can make for some easy plays of the game. Number 8, D.Va. A staple in almost every composition in professional and lower-level play, D.Va is one of the most widely played heroes. Her tankiness, mobility, decent damage input, utility shield, and literally nuclear ultimate make her a very easy hero to pick up, and a deadly one if mastered. However, getting caught out of position can quickly cost you your mech, and D.Va outside of her mech is tremendously more vulnerable, less mobile, and has less damage. Recharging ult to recall mech can take some time, so learning to kill yourself to respawn in mech can be a valuable tool, but can also cost you the game. Stay aware of the situation.
Time to raise my APM. Nerf this.
Number 7, Reaper. Another great damage dealer. Very high damage output combined with 2 repositioning tools can make this a slippery son of a bitch to deal with. Wraith form actually makes Reaper untargetable and increases his movement speed. However, he can't deal damage while it's active. Shadow Step is a teleport ability that can get you up to hard-to-reach areas or spots that allow you to flank unsuspecting enemies. Use of his ultimate, Death Blossom, can be difficult as it requires risky positioning. Experiment with the combos and adjust your gameplay accordingly. Number 6, Bastion. Bastion has always been a very difficult hero to deal with. With the 3 different forms, he is very versatile. Configuration Recon is Bastion's default form, a typical run-and-gun form. Configuration Sentry makes Bastion a completely immobile sentry turret with massive damage output that, if left undealt with, can lay waste to an entire team with just a left click. Configuration Tank. His ultimate turns Bastion into a mobile tank with massive area of effect damage output. And on top of all of this, at any time, Bastion can stop firing his weapons and hold the right mouse button to heal himself, even while repositioning. Bastion is most vulnerable in Sentry mode. Try not to stay in one place too long, and learn good places on each map to move after a few kills. Number 5, Junkrat. Junkrat can get kills on accident. His frag launcher sends grenades flying to a location that explode on impact with enemy heroes, or, after a fraction of time, dealing massive damage. He has a mind that when he chooses to explode can be used to give himself a massive leap to new heights, as well as damaging and displacing enemies. And finally, you can protect your flanks with steel traps, which, if stepped on, will root your enemies, not allowing them to move for a time, being completely vulnerable to your various explosives. And his ultimate can be used to rain massive destruction on multiple enemies from a remote location on the map. Junkrat will almost always favor higher ground. Use his full kit to position and protect yourself accordingly. Number 4, Pharah.
The innocent.
Pharah is highly mobile, with large amounts of area of effect damage output. Her jetpack lets her soar high above the map and stay in the air, maneuvering around while raining rockets on groups of enemies. Her concussive blast can be used to knock enemies off the map, displace pursuers, and quickly reposition her a great distance if she finds herself in a bind. Her mobility makes her difficult to deal with. However, sharpshooters and lazy soldiers can make quick work of her, as she is very vulnerable to damage. Her ultimate does massive damage, but does leave her suspended in one location, making her a very easy target. Make sure you use smart positioning when using the rocket barrage. Number 3. Soldier 76. Soldier 76 is a very easy character to pick up for those with experience in first-person shooters. Almost identical to the typical Call of Duty character mechanically, Soldier has the benefit of having a hit scan weapon, meaning that he applies damage where he is pointing his weapon, rather than where a projectile makes contact with a target. His Helix rockets are like a grenade launcher, dealing significant area of effect damage. His ultimate literally makes it impossible to miss shots, as Tactical Visor aims for you. And he has an area of effect heal for himself and his allies on a relatively short cooldown. This hero has a very overtuned kit, making him a valuable pickup for anyone learning the game.
Heal up here. I've got you in my sights.
I'll be watching.
Number 2. Mercy. Mercy is a very easy hero to pick up, as she has little to no focus on damage output. Her main objective is to stay with her team's damage dealers and keep them healthy and amplify their damage. Her main weapon, the Caduceus staff, heals an ally with a left click and buffs an ally's damage with a right click. She's very mobile with her Guardian Angel ability, which allows her to leap to alive a recently eliminated ally. Holding the spacebar allows a slow descent, allowing for some interesting interactions based on your ally's positioning. Her ultimate is easily one of the most valuable in the game, resurrecting every ally currently awaiting respawn in a large area. Great for turning the tide of an unfavorable teamfight. Mercy also has a blaster as a secondary weapon to get her out of sticky situations. Number 1. Reinhardt. If you're looking for tanky damage dealing, crowd control, and team utility, look no further than Reinhardt. Reinhardt is one of the staples in competitive play. His barrier field provides protection for his team while allowing his team to hold and fight at choke points. If he sees an opportunity, he can use his charge to propel himself forward and possibly pin an enemy for a very easy kill. His fire strike provides nice damage from a distance if you're able to land it. And finally, his ultimate, Earth Shatter, stuns all enemies in a wide area in front of him, allowing his team to capitalize on mass immobilization of enemy carries to sway teamfights pretty handedly.
And stay down.
For all the latest updates on Overwatch and more, go to HOWLA, the center of eSports.